LV back, and I hope everyone is having a great start to their holidays, and I truly wish everyone and their families a happy Thanksgiving. I am truly thankful for all of you guys that support and watch my content. So today we are going to talk about the 1987 Fleer basketball set and how that set relates to my feelings and overall thoughts on the current state of the hobby. It's truly such a simple set, and it just got me wishing things in the hobby would just go back to the basics for its own survival and health. So I was thinking about what new set I would actually love to buy, what product a Topps, Fanatics, Panini should create. And I think it's a simple, new, clean, minimalistic design set with great in-shot action photographs and a checklist that's smaller, so like under 150 cards. And only current players on the roster are in that set, so no retired legends, retired players. And pick maybe the 5 best players on each team to be on the checklist, and have around 30 of the top rookie cards, and have maybe a max of 3 or 4 parallels. You could just have a base refractor, another colored refractor, a gold refractor, and a superfractor. And maybe have one per box, nicely designed insert set, and one nicely designed case hit insert set. And I think that's it. I really think that's all you need. And to be honest, I don't even think you need autographs in a set like that. Let's put more focus on the actual card and design and the player checklist and quality rather than just the big chase of it all. You know, so many things in life go full circle. It's not a new story, especially in businesses. Things end up getting too intricate, too excessive, too involved, too indulgent, and then they wind up burning into flames. And then what happens? The full circle, back to the basics, back to the original simple successes. And I want this. I want that for sports cards. Please just get back to the basics. Get back to the true hobby roots, because in the end, I think that will create a more sustainable, stable hobby longevity with continued consistent success for years to come. It won't be as volatile, and things won't have to burn out spectacularly. I'm worried from what I've been seeing from Topps and Fanatics, all this bounty chasing, all the Topps Now instant stuff, mass production, all this gambling, money grabbing, milking every drop of a player. I really think it's a recipe for failure, and it really shows no thought to the future, just the present. And good people are just getting burned, and good people are becoming addicted. You know, really, it's gambling, and kids are becoming addicted to this gambling, opening all this wax, trying to get those big pulls. All the while, these card companies and breakers are lining their pockets as they continue to just prey on our FOMO and lack of self-control. It really bothers me. It's getting to me for some reason lately. So all of this brings me back to why I've always loved the 1986, 1987, and 1988 Fleer basketball sets. Simple, classic, iconic designs, shorter checklists, and a true emphasis on who was playing on each team when the set was created. Team-oriented. It's fun collecting that way. Put them in binders, sort by team. It's just old school, back to the basics. And through the years, you can really see how well loved and receptive people are for these sets. All the nostalgia. A great example of this is go check out the PSA set registry. All the competition on there for these 3 sets. They are such amazing set building sets in graded form because of the shorter checklist and all the players of that era. And in a past life, I was so heavily involved in building these sets on the PSA set registry. And by past life, because it feels like forever ago, I mean from the year 2007 to 2017. I would buy so many lots and partial sets and singles of these cards on eBay and card shows, card shops, wherever I could find them. I accumulated so many over the years trying to find the elusive gem mint copies and even mint copies of certain cards in this set. So over the years, I've sold these sets that I created on the PSA registry in times where I needed money. And I'd say over the past 5-10 years, I've focused on other sets, mainly the 2003 Topps Chrome refractor sets, which you guys know all about. But I've always kept my passion for these Fleer sets, and thankfully, I've always kept my raw stash of these cards, which brings me to my next point and what started the whole video idea. So PSA's current grading special right now is $15.99 per card for 1980s and 1990s cards, which I must warn everybody about. So PSA grades specials a little tougher in my opinion. And over the past few years, they have been grading 80s and 90s cards very tough. So be cautious when submitting to this special. But it made me want to break out all of my boxes of 1980s Fleer raw singles and go ahead and grade some. And I started with this 1987 Fleer set, and I'm really glad I did, because you're not going to believe what some of the PSA Mint 9s are selling for just the common players. And over the years, yes, I've parted out the stars and graded them, but luckily I kept all the commons. So the first thing I did was search completed listings of the highest price sold of Mint 9 copies on eBay. And this is what I found. A John Lucas in just a Mint 9 form sells for around $550. A Greg Ballard, and these are just commons, a PSA 9 sells for around $400. And a Gene Banks, it has sold for $460 at one point. And a Michael Cooper sells for nearly $300. So what did I do? I definitely made it a point to look for those low pop Mint 9s through all of these cards and make sure to scrutinize them and find those 9s. So yeah, what I did was I went through each of these cards and I separated the gradable cards. In the back are all of the ungradable. These ones did okay, and then these ones were very gradable, Mint 9s or better. So now what is important is understanding the set's condition. That's key. Understanding the flaws are keys. There's so many little flaws that can bite you when grading this set. So I got some examples. I'm going to quickly go through them with you, and they'll definitely help you with this set and other sets, especially in the 1980s and 90s. All right, let's go to that first card. So, unfortunately, there weren't any bubble gum in the sealed wax packs, but all of the back cards are going to have wax stains. So say there was 12 cards per pack. That means 1 out of every 12 cards you're going to see are going to have these stains on the back, and you cannot get them out. Microfiber cloth is not going to get these out. So definitely look for those. As the Alton Lister, you can see them all throughout here. And it's really unfortunate. I found some really clean 50-50 centered sharp cards, and they all had that kind of wax stains on it. Some of them do. The next flaw, and this is very common, probably the most common print defect flaw for this year, it is this red dots. I call it lava snow. And this will automatically bring you down at least 2 grades. So just know that no matter how perfect the card is, if it has this, it's going to hurt you. Look at the Bill Cartwright. It's just all throughout, unfortunately. So yeah, definitely look for that. And then you're also going to have these, I call them up smears. I'm not sure why, but it's just a factory printing defect. Unfortunate there on the John Paxson. And then you're going to have the regular snowing. Look at all of them on this Dale Ellis and the Thurl Bailey. So definitely look for snowing. And also, you're just going to have random weird printing defects. So many for this set. Look at that huge ink smudge. And that's common. I've seen it multiple times on this Robert Parrish. And then you have a little white dot there. I think that's common to the card almost. It's just crazy. And then fisheyes. Fisheyes are all over on this set. This red fisheyes, definitely look for those. And the original printing lines. I know you see them on refractors and prisms nowadays, but when I went through all these cards, a ton of them had these printing lines, and that's going to knock you at least 2 grades. Look at that. All throughout the middle on the cart, right? Unfortunate there. Centering is a huge issue on these cards. Look at off-centered. That one's just completely miscut off-centered, but top to bottom, always look for that on this set. And then you're going to have almost like a reverse snowing on the back. I saw this a lot too. And then I call it the smoky edges. The cards must have been not kept in penny sleeves or just loose somewhere. And you're really going to see them because these cards have clean, white, fresh back borders and even the front. But you're going to see the smoky edges. See that right there? All throughout the top. So definitely look for those. And there you go. You can really see it there. It's really going to hurt you. At least 2 grades. Yeah, you can see it's darker, kind of orange. So yeah, so those are some of the flaws to look out for this set. All right, so in the end, I scrutinized, I prepped, and I created this stack of cards that are ready to be sent off to PSA for the $15.99 special. There are some great looking cards. There's probably 65, 70 cards here. Very excited about this John Lucas. This was the card that sells for $550 in a mint 9, and it looked great. It looked like at least a mint 9. So I'm really excited to send some of these off and see what some of them get. The Ballard, hopefully that gets a mint 9. I'm confident. I took a lot of time, but like I said, they grade 80s specials and cards really tough right now. But I feel like it's still worth the shot, and I already put a lot of work into it, so let's just roll the dice, right? All right, so that's the stack. This particular set, the 87 set, doesn't have a very good rookie class. I mean, it's pretty bad, actually. Maybe Dale Ellis. You have Detlef Shrimp. It's pretty weak, but it probably has the best second-year class of all time. You know, you got that second-year Jordan, Olajuwon, Ewing, Barkley, just all those players. And it's got all that nostalgia factor for me. It's got the clean design. I really like the design. And fun PSA set registry collectability. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed this video and maybe found it helpful, hopefully, or entertaining. And I'll be back with a reveal video for next time. Thanks, everyone, for watching.